Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Sitaram to everyone and welcome. 9? Minister 9? As we prepare to start this funeral service, I will be doing the purification with the members of the family, the ones who will be standing to perform the rites. So we will have a beginning. We will all do an invitation for God to be with us. As the light is lit there, it is a presence of the very supreme, the divinity. And we ask for God now to be in our thoughts, to be with us, and for this funeral service to be conducted, directed, and guided through His grace and through His mercy. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahi Priyanam Tva Priyapati Gum Havamahi Vasuvaham Jani Garbhatvam Jasi Garbhatvam. आज के दिन में 11th May 2026 Boodoo's funeral parlor आज में श्री funeral service में संकल्पम समर्पयामि. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Sri Krishna Arpanam. Stand, before you here, not everyone. Om Vashan, Om Gange Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Karvedi Shivjal Mahapujanam Tachivatate Lip Amrito Pastadanamasi Swa Amrita Pidanamasi Swa Satyamashi Shri Mai Shwetam Vashbhakyan Govindhaya Namam Iti Hastam Pakshalayam Samarapyam. Put one from Ishwan. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Dibhyam Gandhayu Sunuharam Vilepanam Sudashishtam Chandanam Prati Griyatam Chandan Samadapyam Devaya Namah Shri Pujana. Your hands up. Pull up your sleeve a little bit. Right, put on the ring. Right. Take flowers in your hand and stand by the head. Stand by the head. You're going to sit behind the head. Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam. Touch it to your lip. Amritopa Sadanamasi Swa Amrita Pidanamasi Swa Satyamashi Shri Mai Shwetam Vashbhakyan Govindhaya Namamiti Hastam. This one reason. Mahapujanam Samadapyami Devaya. Dimara Maheshi Galanchid. Or Dimara Maheshi Ruchita. Shekam. Put on a ring. Kush Astito, Kush Brahma, Vishnu Mahishta, Kush Painti. Take flowers and stand up the next time. Go on the right side. Om Govindhaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam Samarapyami. Touch it your lip. Amritopastadanamasi Swa Amrita Pidhanamasi Swa Satyamashi Shri Mai Shri Shayatam Mahapujanam. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harte Nityam Lakshmi Astishtati Sarvada Mahapujanam Devaya Namah. Right, take a ring. Flowers and go on his left side. Turn on his left. Right. Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam Tachitya Lip Amritopastadanamasi Amrita Pidanamasi Satyamashi Shri Mahishedam. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harite Nityam Lakshmi Astishtati Sarvada. Listen. Take the ring. Put on a ring for him. Right. Stand and go on the right side. Exit right. Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam Samarapyami. Touch it to your lip. Amrito Pastadanamasti Swa Amrita Pidanamasti Swa. Wash your hand. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harite Nityam Lakshmi Astishtati Sarvada Mahapujanam Devaya. Right, hands. Right, take a ring. Right hand. No, give it our left hand, right for somebody special. Must not ever do that. Right. Right. You give flowers. Give him flowers. Stay on this side, yeah. This side. Right, come. Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam Samarapyam. Om touch it your lip. Amrito Pastadanamasti Swa Amrita Pidanamasti Swa. Satyamashi Shri Mayi Shri Shayadam. Next. Right. Give him a ring. Huh?
I want to purify.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Give him a ring. Right. Take our flowers and go where bara. You are twin with your bara, right? Good?
I just want to purify.
Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam. Go that side. Yeah. Amrito Pastadanamasti Swa. Yeah, make one fish. Amrita Pidanamasti Swa. Satyamashi Shri Mayi Shvetam. Wash back your hand. Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam. Come here, Chandan. See up here a little bit. Yeah. Right.
I have to put it
Yeah, the ring. Right. Right. Waiting for you.
in. Thank you.
Put the flowers in your hand. Right. Stand up in them. Stand up on this side. Just twin with your grandson after me. You see an napkin there? A little bit of water for you.
Lo use this already, Makom.
No, hold on. Sitaram again, and special welcome to my brother here, Pandit Shrindra, whom is also part of the family, in the village, in the temple. So to all others, a very, very special welcome. Let us all stand, please, at this time. Now, as we gather here today to show our respect, to offer our condolences, our sympathies to the family of the late Pooran, Jaimungal Ragbir, whom today we are performing his final rites. We ask now for God to bless this ceremony, to bless this Aradhana. Aradhana is the rituals that we perform in either to worship God or either to send someone back to Him, to make an offering to Him. So today we ask for God to be with us, to bless us, and to bless this ceremony that we are going to be part of. We join in prayer, all of us, clasp our hands, we bow our heads, we close our eyes, we keep God in our mind in whatever form, whatever name you know Him by. You call His name and you pray to Him. Today we need His support and we need His guidance. Om Gajananam Bhutaganari Sevitam Kapita Jambhufalasada Vakshutam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Vignaishwara Pada Pankajam Om Namo Vijnana Rupaya Paramananda Rupine Krishnaya Gopinathaya Govindaya Namastute. Om He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopiksha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. As we assemble here in this funeral parlor, we ask for you, O Lord, to bless us and to bless this ceremony, to allow us this mercy to conduct this funeral rites and to do all that is right, to deliver this body to you, and for you to take this body and to return it to the five elements as it is part and parcel of the earth, of the water, of the fire, of the air, and of space. Today we thank you for the spirit that lived in this body, and we ask for you to guide that spirit back home, back to that supreme abode of thee, where that spirit belongs. In your name we pray. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Ram Naam Satya hai, yaha sabka gat hai. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. You all can be seated. You all put your flowers at the right in front of you. Just walk to the body and rest it right in front of you. Right. Put it right there. All of you, put the flowers. Right. And we will assemble now. Shaman, you stand by the head facing the east. Come so a little bit. Come right. The rest of you, the three brothers, two other brothers stay next to you. And then the grandchildren. So you will sit down for a little bit until your time comes. Right. Now today, we are no strangers. Everybody here, we know each other. And it is, first of all, a blessing to be here in this parlor. You know, we must give congratulations to the Boodoo's Funeral Home for the wonderful job that they are doing in order to accommodate us, in order to make sure that there is a place that we can turn to when we don't have accommodation. And thanks to all those who are responsible and making this happen for us. At this time, I want to welcome the family members who came from abroad as well, who are with us for this funeral service. It is important. We all belong to a family unit. The fabric that we are is strong when we are together. So at this time, the funeral service is an important part that we connect, right? We need to understand that from God we came and to God we return. But coming into this world like the raindrops, right? When rain falls and the water drops coming from the clouds, it is coming pure. Same way as the spirit, it is coming pure. But when it touches the earth, what happens? What happens to the water when it touches the earth? It becomes impure, right? You can't just take it from the earth and drink it. You have to purify it. You have to boil it, or you have to use some different kind of purification before you can use it, right? So the same way here, the spirit came to this world, living in this body. Now we want to give it back to God. We cannot just give it back just so. We have to purify it. We have to do a ceremony. And in this ceremony, the first thing we do is to sanctify the body with the water. We bathe the 5 elements of this body: the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and the space. And after bathing, then we will again make it known to God that this body belongs to Him. This is His property, and we are returning it to Him. And as well, we are again scenting the body, making it ready so that He will receive it, and He will again take the responsibility to become the fire and to reduce it to the purest state of ash, which we will then return to the waters, to the running water, and then the spirit that is going to remain, because no harm can come to the spirit, no weapon cannot hurt the spirit, no time cannot age the spirit. The spirit lives forever. The spirit will then return to God, as we will ask God to accept the spirit and take responsibility for the spirit. So at this time, we will join as we ask someone to take the ganta from us. And it will be one beat at a time, one beat, one song, right? And we will everything you're doing is 5 times, right? 1, 1, 1, and 1, right? One here, and then 1 there, right? So 2 all is 1, right? So it's only 5 times we have to do it, right? So 2 all twinning, so they will work out all the plan there, right? So we start with Sherman. Sprinkle the water from head to foot, 1 flow. Om Mitak Snanam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwaha. Om Shwadha. Om Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Om Iti Shri Snanam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. 5 times. Very good. Sorry, once. 1 time, right? Om Snanam Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. You must recite that word, Shwadha, right? Shwadha, this I give to you, O Lord. Right, okay, go ahead. Om Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Both of you together now? Yeah. Om Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Right, Ashton. Om Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Right. Take the water from me. Now we are going to apply chandan to the forehead. Right? You are going to put it in 5 places: the forehead, both ears, right side, left side, right? Under the chin and behind the back of the neck, the skull. Go ahead. On the between the 2 eyebrows, right ears, right by you. Right. You like them GPS giving direction, wrong direction. Om Mahapujanam Devaya Namaha. Iti Chandanam Vitaksaridam Maya Diyate. You all put it on his head alone, on the forehead alone. Right, and the same one he put there. Mitaksaridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Mritaksaridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Mritak, both of you know, together, touch hands. Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Ash. Mritak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Ring finger, son, ring finger. Right. We have a reason to put the ring in the finger, right? Because this represents love. This finger represents love for God. This finger in the left hand represents love for the other sex, for the other person in the life, right? So that's why I tell you the hand is a reserve hand, right? Now, take the perfume. Right. You're going to keep on spraying from the head, go along the side on the left, then come up on the right, and you say Swadha, that is 1. And you do that 5 times. Go ahead. Om Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Swadha. Om Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Swadha. Om Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Swadha. Here we scent the body, we purify the body, we add the element of truth to the body as we ask God. I 5, right? 1 time, do the same thing but 1 time. Om Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Swadha. Next person. Om Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Swadha. So we are all witnessing the dressing of this body, preparing it to hand it over to God, because this is what God did in the beginning. God handed this over to the mother and father in the responsibility to take care of that child and to allow that child to grow into this world. The child have grown and have reached this day now when we returning now this body to God. Gandam Vitak Saridam Maya, leave it right in. Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Now we will give them flowers first. Let me line up some flowers along the ends of the coffin. You all together, everybody just take some in your hand. Shaman, you attend to around the head to the shoulder. Troy, you take from the shoulder, maybe midway by the chest, and take from the chest to the navel along there. You take from the legs, from the waist to the knee, and you take from the knee to the foot, right along both sides. All of you, yeah, go ahead. Just line it up. You stay down here. Ashton, you stay down here. Right, on the curve the bottom of the along the foot. Pat Mr. on this side, eh? Give him some more flowers. No, you turn the edge now, it will fall off. Right. Good. Nice. Malas now, 1 by 1. Right. Hold the mala in your hand. Next way, the other way. You have 2 ends there. That's right. Hold it like this and wave it around the body, straight down to the foot, and come back up from by the foot on the right. From the left to the right, go straight down. Straight down the left. Straight down the left. Yeah, Shaman still mixing up the left and the right, and I say Shwadha. Yeah. Om Mahapujanam Devaya Namaha. Shwadha. Come on. Mala Mitak Saridam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. Now many have questions, right? You know, why a mala? What the mala symbolize? Right? Yeah, put it on. Right, nicely. A mala symbolizes a bond. What a mala symbolize? A bond, a union, right? Right? It symbolizes a connection. It gives a responsibility and it tells of a relation, right? So when you put on a mala for someone, it's either they are responsible for you in a certain way, or either they are related to you in a certain way, right? And here it is that this mala is not put closed, but it is put open. Why? Because we are sending back this body. We are sending back the elements. We are connecting back the elements to the source that came from, to the real owner. The real owner is not us. The mother and father don't have ownership of their child. They have to care their child and to upbring their child. They don't own their child, right? And this is something I will mention just now, right? We need to understand that the real owner of everything here is God, right? So at this time, we return the elements to God. We return the body to God. The body is symbolized in the 5 elements, as there's 5 things that we are putting there. Everything we are doing in 5, that is why a twin the extra person so that we wouldn't have to go beyond the 5, right? So everything is in 5 because the body is of 5 elements and it represents the complete body. Now we will prepare for the arati to wave the lights. And for this part, we will all stand, and I will explain to you, Shoma, what you're doing. The same thing first. You're coming down from the head, straight down to around the body 5 times, and then you will, when you finish the 5 times, this is Swadha, and you will do it like this and walk around the body and come back. Everybody will walk with you, right? And when you reach here, you step back. Listen to me carefully. You step back, hand it to your brother, right? And he will take over and do the same thing and go on. And when they pass you, you join the back. Everybody will do the same. And we continue with that thing, right? Good. Om Deepam Darashayami Maha Deepadan Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha Deepadan Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha Deepadan Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtam Shwadha. We will join by singing Jai Krishna Hare. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare. Right. Come, walk around. Keep on waving it. Come, all of the walking. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare. No need to touch, don't need to touch. Don't touch, everybody is individual. Jai Krishna जब चार तरफ अंधियारा come on आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा और कोई न केवन हारा हो फिर तू ही बेरा come on जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 तू चाहे तो both hands कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे Right, come back so you come back so Ashtan not that way Jai Krishna everybody go back in position Krishna Hare give them flowers जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरफ रहा तेरे नाम की माला जपत रहा तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरफ रहा तेरे नाम की माला जपत रहूं भव सागर से मेरी नैया भव सागर से मेरी नैया क्षण किसे किनारा हो क्षण किसे किनारा हो जय 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 कृष्ण जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण जय 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 कृष्ण हरे Boysie Krishna Bhagwan ki. Let's all join our palms now as we ask God to receive this body as we give it back to Him. We have completed the rituals now, and we say, oh Lord, that this body really belongs to you. We cannot do anything else to this body. We are now asking you to take full possession of this body and responsibility for this body, and be the fire to burn this body and allow this body to return to you in the elements, earth to earth, water to water, fire to fire, air to air, and space to space. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalang Pangolang Hayate Girim Yata Kripata Mahabande Paramananda Madhavam. On this day, O Lord, this the 11th day in the month of May in the year 2026, we offer unto you this body of Pooran, Jaimungal, Ragbir. We ask for you to accept this body and the responsibility of this body and the spirit that lived in this body, and to allow this body now to return to you in this element form, and allow it to be purified and to be received, and allow the spirit as well to be purified and be received, and to be granted a place in your abode. In your name we pray. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. You all say Om, Sri Krishna Arpan. Om, Sri Krishna Arpan. Om, Sri Krishna Arpan. You all walk around now. You all be seated. The rest of you be seated. You all walk around one by one now. You come around here. Come by the feet. And as a son, you would have a relationship with your father, one that he might err or you might err, right? He might make mistakes, you might make mistakes. Today you ask God to forgive him, and you ask for God to forgive you as a son, but to accept your father as he's coming to him now in this time, to be one with him. And put your flowers there after your prayer, a short prayer, and all of you do the same thing. In the meantime, I would like to recognize again my brother here, and I'll ask him just to quickly say a few words, because we have a tight program. We have to leave to reach to the Shanti Tiram, right? So, and we would like to get a few things done. So, please say a few words. Sanal? Huh? Yeah, take his name, Mike.
Are you good, okay?
I got it. Yeah.
Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Sitaram everyone, sabkoi. For a funeral for an individual like Pooran ji, I think the tears would not be sufficient, neither would the laughter be sufficient, because he was a joyous person. He was a happy person. He was a person who treated everyone with love, with care. And I'll be echoing the sentiments of my wife at the same time, for they would have chatted regularly, especially when it comes to the plants. Up to last week or before, we were buying sunflowers from him. So Pooran ji is one who would have been part of the village, together with his brother and sister and brother who is also here from Esperance, and all the other cousins, all the other relatives, the children and grandchildren. And his wife has journeyed to become part of the community, and one who would have contributed so much to the community. In brief, I would like to just say there's a very popular verse, a little phrase that we all chant at funerals. Every funeral you go to, every Hindu funeral you go to, you'll hear the words being chanted. Ram Naam Satya Hai, Yahi Sabki Gati Hai. And that is the response to it. Ram Naam Satya Hai. So there's only one truth in the world, and that is the name of the Lord. Whether you call that Lord Jehovah, whether Allah, whether Krishna, that is the one truth. everything else will change. We will change. Our spouse, family members, our children, our home, our residence. Everything will change. Everything will alter. If you look at ourselves in the mirror today and tomorrow, you will see a different person.
We're done.
So, everything in the world changes, but the name of the Lord will remain a constant strength in our home, in our life. So, Ram Naam Satya Hai, that is the truth. And today we are walking along the pathway that is chanted while the body is being carried. And everybody else will respond after the Pandit says Ram Naam Satya Hai. Everybody will respond and say, Yahi Sabki Gati Hai. And you know what that part means, right? What does that part mean? Huh? We say it all the time. You know what it means? We are saying to the Lord, what is taking place here, Yahi Sabki, everyone Gati. This is the path where we all have to follow. So what we are saying, what we are acknowledging is that today we are carrying this body, but we all have our turn to be carried in a similar manner. So every time we go to a funeral, we are acknowledging that we are a temporary human being. And we all will have a chance. That's what the Srimad Bhagavad Gita says. The wise man will not mourn or grieve, because we all know we're getting a chance. It's like people line up by a table to get cookies or to get a snack. The person in front of you, when they get a snack, you won't be jealous, you won't be envious, you won't be sad, because you know you're in the line too. Your turn coming just now to get the snack. So you won't be angry if somebody else gets the snack before you. Similarly, we are not to grieve when someone passes. The scriptures say, because we all know we have our turn. Yahi sabki gati hai. We all have our turn. But as human being, we will have the pain of separation, the pains of absence, of being able to part ways is very difficult. And today, Savi and the home, we are all one family in the community, and we pray that all that Pooran would have done for himself, for the home, for the community, for all the people he served, let his smile linger on. Let his laughter be present with everyone. Let us continue to plant the flowers and let it bloom as a reminder of all that he would have done. May his journeys be peaceful, and may the hearts of all the loved ones, whatever space, whatever emptiness may have been created, allow that space to be filled with the presence of the Lord. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sitaram.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you so much. Ready. Give it to Jesus. Now, as Pandit Sunil just told us, that everything in this world will one day come to an end, and we will all are temporary, all are temporary. And whatever bond we make in this world is also temporary. Right? Hold it in your hand with the flowers. This bond that you made with Pooran for so many years ago, right? Short of 50, you say? Right? It is a very important bond. It produced 4 wonderful children and many grandchildren, right? Today you are saying that, oh Lord, I can no longer stand to be here to provide the care, the love, the affection that he will need anymore. So I now surrender to you, and I hand over to you, and I want you now to be there for him in the spirit, and let whatever needs are there to be satisfied, you satisfy it. Whatever care is to be given, you give. And whatever love to be given, you give it. I no longer can be there standing by his side. I now surrender to you. Say Om, say Krishna Arpanam. Om, say Krishna Arpanam. Om, Sri Krishna Arpanam. And put it in his right hand. Put it right there in his hand. Put it in his hand. Right there. Kya funny right hand? Right there. Nice. Come along so now and bow to his feet and ask God, let him go and forgive him you bless him and ask God to carry him safe from this world to his world. Bow 3 times. Nice. Good. Bole Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. As you all of you there can find a seat now, can sit down. And the ceremony, yeah. Yes, you want to sing? All right, go. Come right here, take his mic. Take his mic, yeah. So Savi wants to sing a song, so we'll ask her to sing a song. And while she's doing this song, quietly, all the other family members who are very close can come and put their flowers. And if you want to do the arati, you can signal, we can pass it for you. And you'll do it quietly, right?
Sitaram, everybody. बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे झूठी दुनिया झूठी बंधन झूठी है यहाँ माया झूठी सास का आना जाना झूठी है यहाँ काया हो यहाँ सचूती रो नाम रे बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे रंग में तेरी रंग गए गिरिधर छोड़ दिया जग सारा रंग में तेरी रंग गए गिरिधर छोड़ दिया जग सारा बन गई तेरी प्रेम की जोगन लेकर मन एक तारा ओ मुझे प्यारा तेरा धाम रे बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाओ हर चिंता मिट जाए दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाओ हर चिंता मिट जाए जीवन मेरा इन चरणों में आश की जोत जला रे ओ मेरी बाहर पकड़ लो शाम रे बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे And I just want to sing one verse of this. He had loved it. गुरु जी की आरती उतारो मन लगाए के उतारो मन लगाए के उतारो मन लगाए के गुरु जी की आरती गुरु जी की आरती उतारो मन लगाए के उतारो मन लगाए के उतारो मन लगाए के गुरु जी की आरती Thank you. He always like that.
Thank you, Savi. And from the time you got married to Pooran, I always know you were the right person for him. Combination, good combination. And the courage you took here to stand here is with plenty courage, plenty love. Thanks so much. Now to go with our program, firstly let me just give an indication. Pooran. Pooran means complete. It means one whom has no missing parts, right? Now, Pooran was a person who was the full authority of himself. From the time I know him to now, no one can get him to do what you want him to do. He did what he knew what to do, right? He come down with his plan. He wrote his own script. He do what he wants, and he lived by his own way. And in that way, he stood strong, very, very strong, right? And I now saw somebody here. I have something to say to that somebody, but I will talk about it in a minute, right, Joni? I will talk about that just now. Now, let's go on with the program. We have the eulogy by Alex, right? So we'll call on Alex to do the eulogy. Sheila, are you good? Sit down. Yeah. Look at my kid. Take my mic. Yeah. Well, you can come up here. Yeah.
Morning, everyone. It's really mommy supposed to do the eulogy, right? I just here for moral support.
But I saw your name on it.
Good morning, everyone. Forgive me if it sounds scripted, but that's just to help me cope. Celebrating the life of Pooran Jaimungal Ragbir. When I reflect on my father, Pooran Jaimungal Ragbir, there are so many emotions and memories. Where do I begin? His early life growing up in Bajitola was full of carefree days with his partners, Crip, Sobers, and his siblings, of which he was the youngest boy. He was cunning, as his nickname Brains suggested, sometimes even too smart for his own good. He loved regaling us with stories of picking mangoes and making cooks with his friends, who were also usually up to no good. His father, fondly known as Hearts, worked hard in the San Fernando market. He was a firm believer in education, and together with his wife, Imrit Day, worked tirelessly to educate their children, to equip them with a better future. Papa paid for a private education for Daddy at a school on Todd Street, but my father made an arrangement with his teacher. He sweet-talked his way to being allowed to break biche. He would acquire a block of cheese, wrap up his school clothes, and swim out to Falloran Rock, a little by the wharf. Spend his day leisurely swimming and relaxing, and then time when school would be about to dismiss and go back and pretend as nothing happened. He pulled that scheme on many occasions. I recall a story where he went to the cinema one time and asked the man sitting in front of for a light for his cigarette. The man politely replied, "I don't smoke beta." He almost choked when he realized it was his own father. Daddy was so brave, he sat down, watched the movie, and then made his escape before his father could realize what he had done. I think he got caught eventually, though. Fast forward to his adult years. He was strong and wily, wrestling, working construction, and doing welding. There was a wedding in the village, and a young beauty from Balmain was in attendance. She was shyly posing for a picture when he cheekily photobombed her. First time he seen her, he don't know her at all. Right? He made haste in warning off the other village boys, staking his claim early. All the fellas, that is mine. That's my point. Sorry, I just lost my point there. He would pursue her to Balmain, where romance blossomed. But he managed to work in some schemes there too. He would concoct some far-fetched story about why he couldn't get a taxi to return home after his visit. So unfortunately, he had to spend the night in Balmain. Weddings soon followed, and that led to a journey that would have shaped the next 50 years of his life. Marriage gave him 4 fabulous children: Sarah, Sherman, Ryan, and Kevin, and yielded a legacy that would continue long after his passing. He had many adventures, and he was fondly known as Johnny Walker, due to his penchant for getting vexed and walking home. You ever heard of someone walking home from down the islands? Something only Pooran could accomplish. For many years, I struggled with my feelings towards him. But after making peace and finding forgiveness in my heart, my appreciation and love grew even more. Though many years were tumultuous, with age came wisdom for him, as it inevitably does. I am happy that we experienced many years of healing that brought us even closer as a family. He found his calling in surveying, teaching himself to read blueprints, and that would provide a foundation for a career in construction, where he was employed in many renowned projects, including the steel mill, schools in Tobago, and many infrastructural projects. Actually, the guy just mentioned there that he knows him from Raghunath Singh, so he actually realized that he works with him. His later years provided him an opportunity to pursue another passion, his love for plants. He didn't only have a green thumb, he had green palms. His last project, even after a 6-day stay in hospital, was his propagation of a few hundred plants. He was loved by all of his family and friends, charming strangers and friends alike, with his soft-spoken words, humor, and knowledge of plants. I mentioned to my son that his grandchildren, who like all children gravitated towards him, got the best years of his life. He really aged well, like a good cheese or fine wine. He battled illness for many years after his first heart attack, but his spirit and grit were unquenchable. I often told him he was like a cat with 9 lives. I recall my mom carrying him to the hospital after he had just done his surgery. His blood pressure was low, and his heart was in distress. He was in the resuscitation ward. Mommy called me crying and said, "Your daddy is going, you know." They had slung him upside down to help the blood circulate to his heart. I rushed to the hospital, crying and trying to prepare for the worst. I begged the doctors to see him, held his hand and said my goodbyes. I went home with a heavy heart. This was it. A few hours later, I got a call. Dread filled my heart. It was a hospital. I braced for the worst, but to my amazement, he was discharged. My father lived his life on his own terms, and in the end, it was also on his own terms. With a strength that can't be matched, he gripped that pen and shakily signed his name to consent to emergency surgery, knowing the risk, but fighting to his last breath. He will be sorely missed by many, his family, his friends, his neighbors, and everyone who interacted with him, however briefly. Thank you. I'll now hand over to Alex, so he will do his tribute, and then we will leave the floor open to anyone who wants to say anything. Bonnie, if you could come to the front and speak to Auntie Karaisha.
Okay. She wants to stand up with me too. Morning, everybody. Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm his second grandson, mom's second child. I want to start off by saying thank you to God for this day. And thank you to all the family and friends for the love and support. Sorry if I choke up a little bit. I know this funeral done in Hindu rites, but I am of Christian faith, so I just wanted to share a little scripture for all of you. And it's taken from Ecclesiastes, and it says, "To everything there's a season, and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot that which is planted. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to gain, and a time to lose." My grandpa, for those who don't know, is a man that lived his life very much on his own terms, doing any and everything that he loves and not letting anyone tell him otherwise. Well, from what I've known and heard, all the stories, he has done, experienced, and seen such a multitude of things in his lifetime that many of us might never experience. He lived a very full life, to say the least. He was a brilliant man, multi-talented, and skilled in anything that he put his hands to. He was also very good at people. Actually, I challenge all of you to find one person that don't like him or didn't enjoy talking to him. I know that life for him, with my mom, my grandpa, his siblings, it was far from ideal. But as she just said, I had the fortune of experiencing the best version of him. And to me, he was almost like a second dad. He took every opportunity to teach me something new. Skills and things that he would have learned in his years of experience. But one of the most important things that he tried to teach me is not to worry about anything. Don't take it on. Even though I don't think anybody could do it half as good as he used to do it. Because he knew that there's a time for everything. And now his time has come, and he has passed on. And all of us are gathered together today to give him his final send-off, to celebrate the life that he lived, and to say our final goodbyes. And though now we are in a time of loss and weeping and of mourning, I can think of no better way to honor him than to learn a lesson from the story of his life, which is that though there will be many other times of loss and mourning and weeping, when the time comes, don't forget to plant, to build up, to laugh and to dance, to do good in all things, to love each other and be kind, and last but not least, to enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very, very much. As we continue the program, we don't want to be too long. We have a few things yet. And we have bypassed one, major one, which is the address by Sherman. So I want to go back to that. So Sherman, we are going to come back to you. So I'll ask Sherman to take the microphone. Okay. Yeah.
Sit down, everybody. I really supposed to do the welcome, and that happened a long time ago. But I just want to thank my father for having me. Mommy had a little part to play, but he was the one. And I had a special kind of love for him. I could vaguely remember, you know, we live in Kuva, and I was reminded, you know, I'd run out the road and say, Mommy, am I daddy there? But he was and then I learned a lot from him. And as Alex said, you know, we're going through a lot, but this was the better side. But I'm so proud, you know, that in his years, he's so special. My father had 2 birthdays, so 2 dates of birth. He have a real one. The one on the paper is a fake one. So, and, you know, he was special in so many ways, and he was lucky, you know, and he blessed to have 4 nice children. And to this date, you never see any one of us argue. And I think that's something very special in our family. You know, when I'm together with my mom, you know, you never heard us argue as siblings, apart probably from when we, you know, children, but when life got serious, you know, he was fortunate to see that. And as Sarah said and Alex said, you know, my father could do you something bad, but no, you can't hate him. You know, he had such a, you know, sweet voice. And if you didn't know my father, right? And as Sarah said, sometimes he'd walk home. I was real, as a child, I can understand when he get vexed and he walk home. I was amazed. And it's only when I get a little older I realize he's a hiker drop with the police. And any car that coming, but I thought this man real good because he walking home. But they call him brain, so I guess, but I didn't figure it out until late, you know, but I just want to tell him, you know, that I love him, and, you know, he, as he say, plants, you know, he always loved plants, and I think that's something that, you know, he transferred to me. And just thankful that everybody here to give him a good send-off. You know, he will be missed. And I think, I mean, he instilled good values together with Mommy and his children. And, you know, I want him to have a smooth journey. And we're going to meet sometime.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shuman. Now we'll move forward. We have tributes here now, but before we go to the tributes, they have Savi's. Yeah. Well, change the lineup. Let me go straight to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I was thrown into this. What I have in front of me is from Auntie Carisha, but she's too emotional and I might get just as emotional. So first I'll read what she has written and then I will say something on my own behalf. Pooran, words cannot express how saddened we all are. You will be missed. Even though we just see and talk to you on WhatsApp, it was still better than not seeing and talking to you in person. Sebastian, Nada, Chrissy and Kurt are all very heartbroken. They always enjoy the times you came up to Canada. The last time we saw you was in 2022. You wanted to see how fall looks like with the changing of color of the leaves. I also remember the first time I baked a cake, and I'm guessing this would be in Trinidad. It was a Christmas time. Now, as I said, this is on behalf of Auntie Carisha. I wouldn't do this. When I cut it to share it, it was not sweet. I had forgotten to add sugar, but you said, Bauji, I will eat it. And you did try to eat it and dip it in sugar as you ate. Also, you would call me Bauji. I will tell you, call me by my name, Kraisha. You said, no, I respect you because you are my big brother's wife. And you would call all the other sisters-in-law Bauji as well. I thank you for that. It was a very humbling experience. God rest your soul, Pooran. No more pain for you, only smiles. And this is from Auntie Kraisha. And as I am here, I will take the opportunity. I am Pooran's niece, for those of you who do not know, his eldest sister's daughter who lived in Barkport. That's Betty. I am Bunny. And Pooran, when he would get vexed with Nana in Bajitola, it is Barkport was the refuge house. Now Pooran, he's older than us, but Debbie, myself, Pooran, Joni, and Kisoon, when we would spend holidays in Bajitola, Pooran and Kisoon always took the opportunity, and Keith, not forgetting Keith, they will always take the opportunity to do us wickedness. It never ended in Barkport as well. One of the things I clearly remember, Pooran smoking from a very young age. And my father, Daddy, would always quarrel with him about the smoking. So when Daddy and Mommy go to the market, Pooran smoking, he would make sure he give me and Debbie cigarette to hold and maybe to light, so that we could not tell on him because we would get licks as well. So that's just one of the fun memories I remember, as I had put on the family chart. In all my uncles, Pooran was the fun uncle. He had a great sense of humor. Pooran, I love you, and we will all miss you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As I was saying, the stepdad, savvy stepdad, had lined up a couple of bhajan, but I don't know if we'll accommodate all. So I will ask him to do one of his songs at this time, right? And then we will go to the open session where we will accept a few of your speeches, you know. Anyone would like to say anything, come quick. We'll come quickly after this bhajan item. So you go ahead.
Sit down, everybody. I will do this one. Hey Jagat Pita Bhagavan Hame do Gyan Tu Ishwar Pyara Duniya mein ek sahara हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा बचपन में होश न में आया है जीवन में पाप कमाया है बचपन में होश न में आया है जीवन में पाप कमाया है अब जाऊं कहाँ विषयों ने मुझको मारा दुनिया में एक सहारा हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा दिल मेरा तू यहाँ कहता है तू मन मंदिर में रहता है दिल मेरा तू यहाँ कहता है तू मन मंदिर में रहता है, दिन रात भटक रहा है, डर डर मारा। दुनिया में एक सहारा, हे जगत पिता भगवान, हमें दो ज्ञान। तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। पापों से भगवान हमें बचाया, विनों का सच्चा भक्त बना। पापों से भगवान हमें बचाया, विनों का सच्चा भक्त बना। पाखंड झूठ से सब करे किनारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। हे जगत पिता भगवान, हमें दो ज्ञान। तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। मझदार में है बेरा मेरा, कृपा का ऐश्वर्य है तेरा। मझदार में है बेरा मेरा, कृपा का ऐश्वर्य है तेरा। नंदलाल पाप में जीवन बेटा सहारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। हे जगत पिता भगवान, हमें दो ज्ञान। तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। हे जगत पिता भगवान, हमें दो ज्ञान। तू ईश्वर प्यारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। दुनिया में एक सहारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा।
Thank you very much. I know you have many more you want to sing, but time does not permit for everything, because Pooran, as you heard, had no enemies. He only had friends. And he, as I told you, he would teach the teacher. Teacher couldn't teach him. No one could make him what they wanted to. He made everybody else to be what he wanted. And he had a wonderful life. So I will leave a little time now for the tributes. So those of you who would like to say a few things, please be short, but please come one by one. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. His eldest brother here. Teach took the microphone and all right, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. As the Pandit just stated, I'm his eldest brother, at least his eldest surviving brother. Officiating Pandit Vishnu, immediate family of the late Pooran, ladies and gentlemen, friends and relatives. As you heard before, and I want to commend Sarah, because if I had to write the eulogy, it would have been something like that. So actually, I may find myself repeating some of the things, but I'm going to be very short. Yeah? Pooran was the youngest brother among 5 brothers, and we had 3 sisters. Being in that position, you can imagine that he would have been, as I say, kicked around by all of us. Not in an aggressive way, but in a more jovial way. But knowing Pooran from a very early age, as most of you have heard, everybody liked him. Right? He's the type of person everybody would like. Being in that position, he was given special attention, special care and attention by our parents. Well, his childhood years were very challenging for us. One of the reasons being that he didn't like school very much. As Sarah mentioned, even when he was going to secondary school, he took the liberty of, being adventurous, which also resulted in him getting into trouble from time to time. Pooran was very family-oriented. He loved his wife and children very, very dearly. As a matter of fact, he was very proud of the accomplishments of all his children. He considered that their accomplishments were his accomplishments, and he spoke very highly of them. One of the interesting things about Pooran is that while he did not have many academic qualifications, but he was brave enough to take on any job which required skills which he himself did not possess. Yes? So he was very brave and courageous in that respect. And the interesting thing is that he always got through. He was very successful in doing whatever he put his hands to. Pooran was a very quick learner. In fact, you could say that he was smart. And because of his intelligence, most of us often refer to him as brains. Not in an adverse sense, but in reality, because he was really intelligent. It's unfortunate that he didn't apply that, or get it channeled in the right direction. Maybe his elder brothers and sisters, partly responsible for that. But in his golden years, Pooran developed certain illnesses, and which, in a way, inhibited most of the things he wanted to do. But in spite of his illnesses, he was able to, muster the strength and courage to move on. He wasn't a lazy person, always finding himself doing something and trying to help himself. He would not depend on anyone for anything. So, socially, he was a good mixer. He could find himself and blend in very easily among any group of people. And of course, he will make his presence felt. One can say that his life story can be documented in a very interesting novel, which of course could produce very good, exciting and interesting reading. Because as Alex said, he had amazing adventures, some of which of course we cannot say in public. Yeah, but it could be written in a novel. Now that he has departed this world, Pooran would be remembered by all who knew him, especially the members of his family and his relatives. Right? May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just to continue, we will just do this mantra together, everyone. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmeva Bandhanat Mrityuramukshямamritat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Which means that you, O Lord, is the end of each and every one of us. You is the one who would find a place for us. You're the one who would liberate us from death. You are the one who would always be with us, for we are that eternal part of you that will become one with you in this journey of life. And we thank you for our dearest one whom we send to you today, and may you unite with him and may you bless him. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Continuing with the tribute now, I just want to leave a few minutes left for that tribute. So anyone else want to come forward and say a few words, please do so, and be short as well. Thanks. Take it right in. You have to go all the way up. Special treatment, yeah.
Special treatment. Thank you. Because I need to stand. I don't even know how to begin. Don't know the first words to say. When Pooran was a baby, I looked after him. When I went to play marbles, he would sit on my back and would not get down for me to pitch. He was smart from then. I love him very much. To you, to some of you, he's a friend, a neighbor, a brother. Well, to my brother, a husband, a father, a grandfather. We don't really know if he's a great-grandfather. To me, he is my baby brother. And we share great love, friendship. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul, so much. And you know, all of us in this world, all of us in this world is just passing through. All of us will have an opportunity to live our life, and as I say, Pooran lived his life, and this was so blessed. Now, you know, some of us we just think what God will say and what God sent us here to live, you know. He sent us here to live. He didn't put no gun to our head and say, pray to me and walk my path and give me this and give me that. No, we have to make a choice, and when we make a choice and we live our life like Pooran, I hail this life as a pundit. I'm telling you this. I hail this his life. Why? Because he never really hurt anyone. He made friends. He was nice. If he outsmart anyone, he did it professionally. Professionally. And I will tell you that professionally, he was a professional smart man. Right? And he did a good job. So Keith, come forward. I don't have much to say.
Yes, Baba, and that is coming from a pundit. So, okay. So my name is Keith Ramlak, and I grew up in the same village, in the same house with Pooran. I'm actually like a young brother to all the uncles and sisters and so on in the family, because I was the first grandchild, and I grew up, you know, like Joan, for instance, she's just a few years older than me, and Pooran is just a couple years older than her. So all of us grew up very young. So I remember once in the early days, Pooran, you know, had some altercation with his father, and he and Kisoon, that is his next brother, who passed away, right? And they got a good bit of licks from Papa. So they walked from Bachitola all the way to Barakpur in the night to, you know, as a safe haven, like Bonnie said. And they hid under the house. It was a wooden house with an underneath part. And they hide in there because they were still so frightened until Uncle Lloyd, next morning, he came downstairs and then he saw them there, you know. So that's just one little incident I remember as a child related to Pooran. But I had left and went away and lived for 10 years. And when I came back, Pooran was selling mango, some kind of thing by the pasture, by the park, maybe avocados or whatever. And he said, Keith, I want to tell you something. I want to give you a piece of advice. Right? Do as I say, but don't do as I do. You know? So that's just a little incident. Now, someone mentioned about Pooran, and he had skills in surveying. You know, he learned surveying himself, and he bought the instrument and so on. And actually, Pooran told us this story. I'm sure Uncle Paul and them probably remember it, but he went for a job interview in Point Lisas to build an escalator that was very long, hundreds and hundreds of feet long, right, for one of the plants to move material, right, in one of the plants. I think it could be the steel mill or one of the other plants. Anyhow, and he went for the job as a surveyor for that. And the bossman, Pooran telling us how the interview went, the bossman showed him the chart and so on for the construction of the surveyor, and Pooran looked at it. And just so, he said it have an error in that, and the error is so and so. And the man, he can't believe it, so he called the senior engineer to come and check the chart, and bam, it was correct. He said, Pooran said the bossman rocked back in the chair, so. And he got the job, yeah. He got the job to do the construction, and, you know, which was very commendable of him for somebody who didn't have any official qualification in surveying to get a land job like that in Point Lisas. You know, with high income. I think in them days, his salary was $25,000. I talking about 30 years ago, you know, in those days, so that's a lot of money, yeah. Anyhow, my family, my wife and children, and I have 3 children, they were very small, and Sabi and Pooran and their 4 children, all of us used to pack up ourselves on a weekly basis for many years. Well, not literally every week, but probably every other week, I think, for many years, and go to the beach all over Trinidad in my red, white Corolla that I had. And all of us used to squeeze inside there because everybody was small, you know. So we had a lot of fun memories, liming and so on, and enjoying times with Pooran. Pooran, like, you know, it was mentioned before, he's very sociable. He gets along well with everybody, and he's a fun person, and he will be missed by one and all. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Just to confirm here, Keith, we don't need a degree to live life, right? We don't need anything. All we need is brains, and that's why you was called brains. As long as you have brains, you're good to go. You don't need it in any book form or any certificate, right? So thank you very much. We have Dawn coming, our neighbor.
So good day, everyone. Everyone heard my name. I grew up next door to Pooran. Pooran was my neighbor, amongst so many others who are here today. It is a sad time. It is a sad moment. Just 2 weeks ago, Pooran was walking and talking to me by the temple, and when I heard about what happened, he was in the hospital, and then he came out, and then last week I saw him selling plants. So it was indeed a shock. I know he was a little unwell. But anyway, on behalf of the Bikida Shiv Mandir, we want to extend to you, Savi, our deepest condolences from all the members and from my family, Vida, Jackie, Robin, and all of us. We extend our sympathy to you and to all the family who are here today. My brother Kelvin is here, and I know they have their time. They were growing up together, and they enjoyed some time together. Johnny, it's really nice seeing you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Pooran, may your journey be a peaceful one.
Thank you very much, Dawn. Now, just to go a little further, right? We all in this world, we have one entry and we have one exit. Nobody comes differently and nobody goes differently. We all are born in the one way and we all die in the one way, and we return in either through burning, as it is said here, or the tomb or the burial, right? Both ways. Some of us don't even get that. Some of us, we don't even find our body. The way how things are going. But in the end of it all, this world is not a place where we can call our own. We are just passing through, as I said before. And at the end of the day, we have to live like him and be friendly, be happy, be bold, make some brave decisions, and live a life and leave a legacy as he is leaving. So thank you, Pooran. I think you have done well, and I don't need any prayer here to pray for your soul or your spirit. God is going to answer this call, and God is going to take care of you. So this, I end here, and before I hand over to the family, I know the stepdad want to sing one more button because he lined up a set for me. So I'll just give him 1 minute to sing us one song. It'll be short, right? I have a little bone to pick, so I will just want to do that after.
Yeah.
Do the chorus and
पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे है, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हो भीतर भीतर रोए रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरे की पंचे क्या जिंदगानी रे, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरे ये पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे, विदये तेरी खटकली आंसू में करम करोय तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई पिंजरे के पंजरे हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई चुप के रोने वाले रखना छुपा के दिल पे जा तेरे चुप के रोने वाले रखना छुपा के दिल पे जाते रे ये पत्थर का देश है पगले कोई ना तेरा होय तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई पिंजरे के पंजरे हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई पिंजरे के पंजरे हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई Sitaram, thank you all.
Thank you very, very much. And in respect of what I said just now, no matter what religion we belong to, no matter what way of life we follow, it's all up to God in the end to make a decision, right? And He makes that decision. So we have to always present ourselves, and today I know for sure Pooran have presented himself. He had lived his life in this way. You know, many people look at life, you know. Some people, when they reach the end, they'll have a long procession before they can end up leaving this world. Some people lie down for years, you know, and suffer and go through all kind of things in order to, before death. But today, whatever, as Dawn just said, a week ago he was selling his plants, and 1 week after he is lying in a coffin. Blessed indeed is him, and may God receive his soul and spirit and bless his journey from this world to his. Now, just for the little sideline journey, this is a little bone I want to pick with you. I have never had the opportunity to pick this bone before, right? And I want to do it now, right? No matter it's public, but it's all right, right? It's nothing bad, right? It's just that a promise made is a promise kept, right? A long time ago, right? Walking on the road, you saw me on the plum tree by Ramdev and him, right? And you told me, you said, you know, you called me, you said to me, you say, pick me a plum, I will dance for your wedding. I'm married 2 times already and you haven't danced yet. Thank you. Thank you very much, right? She wanted the plum so bad, she said, pick me the plum now. I'm there and having a plum tree right in the road there, and he's in front of the house. And while he was passing, he said, give me some of that plum. I said, I will dance for your wedding. And that was a promise kept, a promise made, but never kept, right? So thank you very much. So with these few words, I would like to end, and I would like you all to stand again. You, the members of the family who are doing the thing, come forward. And if anyone didn't get a chance to view the body after this prayer, you can come and view the body, and we'll be preparing to leave to go to the cremation ground. Let's clasp our hands, everyone. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Kamalan Enam yoga virdhyan gamyam vande Vishnu bhavabhay haranam sarvalokai kanatanam sarvalokai kanatanam sarvalokai kanatanam. As we assemble here today, O Lord, we seek your forgiveness and your blessings as we conclude this funeral service, and we ask for you to accept the responsibility for our dear loved one, Pooran Jaimungal Ragbir, whom today we ask for you to take and to carry him to your abode and allow him to return in spirit to your very place, and may he continue to be happy, continue to be blessed again and again. And for all those who came to this funeral service, may they return home safely, as we will journey now to the cremation ground, where we will cremate his body with your very blessings. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Ram Naam Satya hai, yaha sabka gat hai. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. You all be seated, and those who want to come and view the body now, it's your opportunity. Come forward and view the body. We will ask for the funeral home to play us a nice song through the system, and you all come one by one and view the body. It have some more flowers here, so you can pass on the flowers to the first. Pass on the flowers there to those who have to view the body. Yeah, thanks very much. Take this by Shriman. Shriman, take this. Take it.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. 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 Jai Jai Radha
ahead. Go ahead. Got a hold on that? Yeah, go ahead. He will show you what to do.
Ram
Dan, they're trying to rise. Train?
One straight line. Yeah.